Okay, today I'm making Polska Kielbasa, and I have, I believe it's 4 pounds of pork, the Boston butt again, and also a pound of hamburger in this. And I've got like 4 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna put in here. Rinse this out a little bit with some good cold water. And also, I have my spice mix, but this time there's actually some cure in it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some ice cold water and dissolve it in a cup of ice cold water and stir it up real good so I can make sure I get this in the meat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mix these. I've got that all dissolved in the ice water, so I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. Make sure I get all my seasonings and spices out of here. This does have cure number 1 in it because we are going to smoke the sausage. If it was fresh sausage, it would not have the cure in it. Alright, I think I got it. Mix it all up. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go ahead and run this through again on the finer grind, and change my mind on what I was going to do on the finer grind, and then when I come to actually stuff the casings, then I'll put the coarse one back on so it's easier to run it through. Shouldn't really grind it again, but it'll make stuffing the casings just a little easier. I'll just put this over here. There's a little blade right there, you can see. Like I said, this is going to be a little finer, so yeah, it won't quite do the fine. I'm afraid they'll turn it into a hot dog. All right, let's grind this again. Okay, so what I'm going to do until I get all the rest of my stuff ready, the casings and all that, I'm going to go ahead and put this in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer so it stays cold. And then I'll clean up some of my mess while this chills and get my casings ready. Okay, I'm going to stuff the sausage. Unlike last time, I'm going to go ahead and leave this open until I get some sausage down there so it doesn't do bizarre things. Okay, I brought my Polish sausage out, and I've got the heater going in the bottom down here. I got it at 150. I'm going to dry these out for just or 130, I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you the temperature for sure. I got to go back in the house. So, what I'm going to do is I've tied butterfly knots on these. Basically going to. And the reason I'm going to do this to begin with is I want to dry these out some so they'll actually accept the smoke. pieces left over here and there. Just kind of made sausages out of those. I ended up with quite a few rings of this, so and I want to make sure when I actually go to smoking these that I actually space them out. And all together here, I've probably got, my guess would be $8 or $9 worth of meat, maybe. All right, so I'm gonna put the lid on here, and I'm gonna turn this. I think it's at 130. That's where I want that, and I got the vent completely open up here on top, as you can see. And just gonna drop that at the top. So I'm gonna dry these out for maybe an hour. These dry out a little bit, we'll be back. Okay, we're gonna take a smoker outside. And let's hook up our air pump. Alright. So let's get our fire started. And in here I have, in the chips I have a combination of pecan and a little bit of hickory. In one of these, and I want an internal temperature of 135. Let's see the sausage. Find one of these. And I'll just stick it in up the top. So then I want to set my temperature. Okay, we're right at about somewhere around 100 right now. If you can read that. Let me zoom in. So I got temperature set to go off at 135. Let me make sure that this thing's still smoking, which I'm not sure it is. No, it's still smoking. Okay. See the fire down here in the hole. So anyway, hopefully that'll get it the temperature where I want it. Like I said, it is pretty chilly out here, so we'll see. And I'm going to finish these off in a water bath. I'm not going to leave them out here all that long, so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull these off now. Temperature is not exactly up to where I want it. I'm having some trouble with the smoker part, but I'm going to go ahead and pull these off. Like I said, I'm going to finish doing them with hot water anyway. Smoker is wiggling really bad and it's not smoking like it's supposed to. But you can kind of see, as soon as I pull these out, you'll be able to kind of see the color. So I'm going to take these into the house and finish them. So if you get it too hot, rather than just trying to bring the temperature up, then you take a chance on all the fat bleeding out of them, and then you have dry sausage. And see right now it's starting to bleed just a little bit. So I'm just going to shut it down and I'll work on that smoker box. I'll take this in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here. Temp water's right about 150 something. I'm gonna get it up to about 162, 60 something. 62, 60. And this last one here, since I want to kind of float on top, because I don't really want my thermometer all the way in the water. And I want the internal temperature of that to read 152 degrees, so we'll bring them up the temp. And as soon as we get done with the hot water, then we will rinse them real quick in some cold water to stop the cooking. Okay, our sausages have reached the temperature in the water, internal temperature of 152, so now I'm going to take them over to the sink and do a cold water bath. They look a little pale right now, but they'll darken back up after they cool off and they dry back out. So I get those down to where the inside temperature is about 90. So I'll just continue to run some cold water on this, and then I'll probably just change it out several times. And then we'll bloom them, and I'll show you what that means. Okay, we got our sausages down to 79 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I got a couple cooling racks here. Some paper towels. So I'm just going to kind of take the sausage out and just kind of dry it off. And I'm going to lay it on this to dry. Tell I kind of pulled on one a little too hard and broke it in half. So let's zoom in and see what the inside of that looks like. So see, it's still nice and juicy. It's not dried out. See the spices in there. And there's the finished product there. And then we'll be back after this completely dries so you can see how much it's darkened up, and then I'll do a before and after picture.